Which European countries have the mightiest militaries in Europe? These nations don't just have strong military backgrounds, they're constantly beefing up their armed forces to stay at the top. Join us as we explore the top 10 most powerful armies in Europe and find out what makes them such strong competitors on the international stage. 10. Italy. Italy is exceptional in its fleet of aerial tanker aircraft, a hefty load of helicopters, and a bunch of aircraft carrier destroyers. Italy's got some serious air power with a fleet of 404 helicopters, including 58 attack choppers. The country is tackling shortages of drones and anti-submarine aircraft for Mediterranean defense. It's also boosting power projection in the Southeast Pacific, strengthening its relationship with the United States and increasing its presence in Africa to deal with extremism and enhance stability. Italy is investing a whopping $33.5 billion into its military. 9. France. France is the military powerhouse of Europe, so why doesn't it top the list? Its obsession with premium quality over quantity prevents it from taking the top spot. Despite its capabilities, France is unable to replace lost equipment, such as the Kesar howitzers that it donated to Ukraine. France has cutting-edge military technology, but its preparedness for non-nuclear warfare situations is limited by its focus on nuclear power. France is showing off its prowess in modern warfare with an impressive fleet of 438 helicopters, including a whopping 69 attack helicopters. France is investing a hefty $53.6 billion in defense. 8. Japan. What is the reason behind Japan's massive military buildup? Japan is strengthening its defenses to prevent potential conflicts in light of China's growing power in the area. Its partnership with the U.S. in a cyber warfare project demonstrates its dedication to modern defense strategies. Japan proudly displays its maritime prowess, with 4 helicopter ships ranking second, just behind the U.S., among the top 10 most powerful countries in the world. With 50,000 Air Force personnel, 51,000 Navy personnel, and 150,000 Army people, Japan maintains a strong and diverse armed force. Japan is splashing an incredible $46 billion on its armed forces. 7. Pakistan. Pakistan's military is referred to as military with a nation, since it has substantial influence over the government. Its military is massive, with an active duty force of 6,54,000. Why does Pakistan's position appear to be unstable on this list? The military's involvement in public matters, along with widespread financial mismanagement and a collapsing economy, are all contributing to this instability. Pakistan is heavily funding its armed forces with $10.3 billion. 6. South Korea. South Korea takes defense seriously due to impending threats from its northern border. South Korea's expanding defense sector solidifies its standing and makes it a powerful force, especially without nuclear weapons. South Korea is fully equipped to face any challenge with over 1,33,000 vehicles and 739 helicopters, including an impressive fleet of 112 attack helicopters. They're definitely not compromising on defense, with military spending reaching $46.4 billion. 5. United Kingdom defense analysts argue that the UK's nuclear weapons serve as its trump card in global rankings, securing its spot in the top 5. The UK's military readiness is at an all-time low. This is mostly because of its strong reliance on nuclear weapons. Even though the UK has advanced weapons such as Storm Shadow missiles, the defense sector cannot keep up with demand. Their equipment is getting old, and they're having trouble finding enough people to join the military, so they're really depending on their nuclear weapons to stay influential on the world stage. The UK is shelling out $68.5 billion on its military. 4. India. India's military is committed to modernization and digitization. In terms of naval force, India has 4,614 tanks, 2,210 planes, and 295 assets. China and Pakistan are India's most pressing issues. The two countries have formed an anti-Indian alliance. India faces a tough challenge from a rapidly modernizing China, so India has to strengthen its defense-related ties with the U.S. India is investing an impressive $81.3 billion in its armed forces. India is on the verge of overtaking Russia as one of the world's top 3 military forces. 3. Russia. Russia's once unmatched military prowess has been called into question by the brutal realities of war. Russia's advanced weaponry hasn't translated into victories in wars like the one in Ukraine. The current Russia-Ukraine war has exposed the Russian military's weaknesses in preparedness and leadership. Russia's military budget is a whopping $86.3 billion. 2. China. China's military has risen to become the second biggest player globally, shaking up U.S. dominance in the Pacific with a strong naval force. Its capacity to match the U.S. is still questionable, even with its impressive fleet and innovations like the J-20 fighter. Among its extensive resources, China has 4,950 tanks and 3,166 planes. China's biggest military challenge is its lack of war experience since the 1970s. China's military spending is sky-high, hitting an astounding $292 billion. 1. United States of America. First place goes to the United States, who were the Cold War winners for 32 years in a row. The U.S. military is the most powerful in the world. With unmatched weaponry, the U.S. military has many allies and partners across the globe, which makes it a formidable force. Opponents of the U.S. have to deal with both the combined power of its allies and the strength of the U.S. itself. The country boasts 13,300 aircraft, with 983 attack helicopters. The U.S. military is the largest spender in the world, with $876 billion. The U.S. is certain to continue dominating the world stage for the foreseeable future.